kývnete sa byť, že som prehral chat. Ako neprehral som ich, ale... Možno prehral.
World premiere.
World premiére? O koľko mi zastavili? O 3? Proste fakt 15 deček tu takto prepálim proste večer len tak zbytočne. Day off, ale tu prídem prepáliť 15 eur na stream. Peniaze? Hej, som ich zacítil. Hej, Mohamed, ten tvojich 12 mesiacov, Polo, 35 mesiacov sa ďakujem. Peniaze? Hej, som ich zacítil. Hej, díges. Peniaze? Hej, som ich zacítil. Peniaze? Hej, som ich zacítil. Nie. Za 750 000 ti padol ten kľúč. Ty si čo za šťastka?
Hello and welcome to the Future Games Show. What a way to start, right? I am Nolan.
Kód na CSGO musí byť level 5 na Steam.
Or perhaps Dr.
Kód
Edward
je
Richtofen from the Call of Duty series, or even
RST
from the Arkham series.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Nolan, we get it. We get it. You've done a million, hundred, gazillion games. We got it.
Right. Of course, most of you know me as Nathan Drake from Uncharted, where you probably recognize that voice. I'm so happy to be working alongside her again as we host this showcase of upcoming games. Please give it up and welcome the lovely and talented Miss Emily Rose.
Hey, Nolan. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome from my home to yours. I'm really excited about what we have in store for you today.
Aby si v tom nebol, sem síce nezarábam 7K mesačne, ale tak si to CZSK streamer zaslízi si to.
Plus we have a host of exclusive game reveals, world premieres, new gameplay demos from current and next gen consoles, and some of these are so secret, even I haven't been told about them yet.
Wait, they didn't tell you about them?
What, they told you?
No, like they really didn't tell you about
Nebyla na nejakom seriáli ona, alebo vo filmu, alebo
Because
niečo?
I mean, I have the whole
Viac Včka, viac
right
Gimne Saby a sa to díky, spolu pozrieme.
Send them to me. And let's get into the good stuff.
Okay, so the next title is from Red Games. They're this little indie studio in Norway.
Za 100 € sa mi zdá niekde v Považskej.
I love Norway. You might know them from their Choice and Consequence series, Dreamfall Chapters. So get ready for the world exclusive premiere of their new project.
World premiere.
Somewhere in America. Bežná kontrola vozidla. A s baseballkou, kamarádko. Game about hope, friendship and love. A ten vpravo iný sa mi ľúbi, že mal tú cigu v hube. Vypadá celkom cool. Jak sa volá tá stránka na 3 freebedne? CSGO Roll.
Hey, my name is Ragnar Tornquist. I'm creative director at restt Games and we're working on a game called Dustborn.
Tak ty si jaký blázen. To sú... Čo hodil ten... Ten blázen sem prisulil páj za sebou.
Dustborn is a story-driven action-adventure about a band of misfits and outcasts on a road trip across America. It's a game about hope, friendship, love, robots, and the
Máš
power of
navreté
words.
vajca, prežilené a
So in
govado,
this footage, you're
kamošku.
watching our main character Pax
Také grepy,
explore a small
takzvané.
commune in the Pacific
Hej,
Northwest.
starec, ďakujem ti za tvoj
She's come
páj sa
here with
ten
her
sám,
crew
starec,
to
ďakujem.
recruit her sister.
Odpadáva.
But it turns
To
out
si
her
akože
sister's not interested in joining the crew.
Veľký pán
So your
gifter.
job is to convince her and deal with the consequences
Not
of what
even
happens
stop.
next.
Dobre, tak sa tak mutnem. Chcem počúvať toto, čo sa tu deje. Ako 50 bláznov sem drvnúť.
Dustborn's coming to PC and next generation consoles in 2021.
Aha, to je všetko ako,
Thanks
hej.
again to Ragnar for that exclusive first look at Dustborn. Okay, what's next, Nolan?
Dorovnaj, ty
Next,
dorovnaj.
we've got a
A potom ja
hardcore
dorovnám.
first-person platformer whose recent Steam demo was played over 100,000 times. Here's an exclusive look at a new cyberspace level containing new enemies and abilities from Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner. Hej, hej.
Exclusive.
Ešte raz díky za tie runde saby. Ďakujem ti. Páj to je, hej. Málo kedy sa niečo také stane. Si jeden z mála. Lebo to je fakt akože veľa.
Embrace the software.
Kill.
Speed
Polovec černá spochybnej.
greatest
Kámo,
asset
dívaj tam si tu. Top gifter. 58 giftnutých sabov. A dvakrát bol top 10 za ten týden blázen.
Ghost Runner is coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC later this year.
Podľa
All right, we're
tvár.
flipping back in time to the
Ďakujem pekne,
1930s
starec.
now with a game that stole the show at the recent Xbox Series X showcase. Here's Tatiana Delgado to reveal more about Call of the Sea's spectacular first trailer.
Exclusive.
Tej Čaputovej syn kradne jej peniaze.
Oh, Harry,
Pekne, bueno
what have you
bananas.
done?
Hello, I'm Tatiana Delgado from Out of the Blue Games, working on Call of the Sea. You might have seen our reveal trailer during the recent Xbox Series X event, but we wanted to take the opportunity to walk you through it and tell you a bit more about the game.
How strange that your trail ends here.
Call of the Sea is a first-person adventure puzzle game set in the 1930s that takes place in the far reaches of the South Pacific. You take the role of Nora, a woman who has crossed an ocean in search of her husband's missing expedition. At Out of the Blue, we love telling stories and designing puzzles. That is why we wanted to create a game that had a strong presence of both. And also, we always approach our games with the player's emotions in mind. That being said, although Call of the Sea is a puzzle game, I would say that it is the narrative that drives the game.
Puzzle hry sú pre mňa
Therefore,
moc jednoduché, preto ich
Puzzles
nehráme
serve
na
the
streame.
narrative and
Všetci
make
si
the
myslia, že
story
cheatujeme.
advance as a reward when solving them. Some of the puzzles we have to do with the expedition itself, using the real-world technology of the era. In others, you will try to decipher what the ancient runes were for. And going back to the story, we have the good fortune of having actress Cissy Jones as the voice of Nora. We adore her acting in Firewatch and her ability to create a strong presence with only her voice. It is a tale of self-discovery, an exploration not only of the island, but of the character's inner self. Although our game was inspired to an extent by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, this is not a horror game, but an adventure game. We hope to give you a vivid mystery and at the same time an emotional journey. Thank you for your time and we look forward to revealing more of Call of the Sea in the coming months.
Keby ich môže dať viac ako 100, keby ich môže dať kurva nekonečno, koľko chceš, tak som za. A nie 100.
Call of the Sea is developed by Out of the Blue and will launch on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Windows platforms.
Our next game features none other than Sherlock Holmes, but this time he's a youthful, more arrogant version of the famous detective. Here's the producer and community manager from Frogwares to tell us more about the game's setting and how they plan to create a truly open-world detective game.
Hi everyone, my name is Sergey Aganesian and I'm the producer and community manager at Frogwares. We are an 80 people strong independent studio from Kyiv, Ukraine. You may know us for our detective games such as the Sherlock Holmes adventures as well as the recent The Sinking City.
To bolo super.
We are working on our new game, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. It's a story-driven investigation thriller in which you play as the young 21-year-old Sherlock before he becomes the legend that we all know. For John Watson and Jim Moriarty, Sherlock was a brilliant but rebellious aspiring detective trying to prove himself. The game takes place in the late 19th century on a small Mediterranean island where, according to our story, Sherlock grew up before moving to England and to where he comes back, now as an outsider, to investigate the mysterious death of his mother, the death that scarred his childhood. Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is an open-world detective game with minimum hand-holding. In this game we are introducing the concept of global investigation gameplay that is heavily based on the feedback that we received from the players on our previous games. We build it on bringing in numerous detective features and mechanics that not only synergize with one another but also allow you to interact with the world around you. For example, you can now decide to involve random people on the streets in your investigation, ask them for directions, or question those citizens who you think match your suspect profile. And if you doubt they would even talk to some foreigner like you, you can for instance find the right disguise, say police uniform to loosen their tone. It's up to you to discover that synergy and use it at the right time. Because, as I mentioned, there is minimum hand-holding in the game. Of course, making the right deductions and tracking down criminals is another exciting part of a detective's job. We are aiming to give the player the chance to miss a piece of evidence, pursue their own lead, and eventually let a killer walk free. Those who played our Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments will know what I'm talking about. We are bringing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 to PC and consoles sometime in 2021. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of the show. There are some fantastic games here that we cannot wait to play ourselves.
Čo to VIP? VIP je, že má ikonku pred nikom taký diamant, ale môže dať len 100 na celom streame a ja by som to chcel dať, keby to môžem dať, tak dám každému jednému, lebo
the future game show goes retro with a
každú
series of
zdravý čas
games that
by mal byť VIP,
reimagine the
ale
arcade and
je ich
console
maximálne 100, takže to mám
classics of
piči.
some of my favorite eras, the 80s and 90s.
And what better way to begin than with a bullet hell shoot created by a small team from Lebanon, including a former Pixar artist. Here's an exclusive gameplay slice of Signy.
Exclusive.
Hodil som to na 60, dúfam, že už nebude ban. Hej. Nebude. Postaram sa o to, aby si mal čo kúkať po večeroch. Mimo sobot. To má follow na 4 roky, mám mať VIP. Pre 4 roky sme mali tak 20 000 followerov. Takže toľko VIP asi nemôžeme dať. Tomu som nikdy nepochopil, že preto je zábavné, takéto stíhačka, čo si zabíja tie asteroidy a blbosti. Let zpátky. Nie, tak keď si zoberieš, že 20 rokov späť si mohol hrať Tomb Raidera, Laru Croft, ty kokos, ktorá začínala v tej džungli, kde boli tie tigre na začiatku hneď. Tomb Raider 2013 má 7 rokov, ako sa cítiš? Cítim sa jak vyhorelý 30-tník.
Windows, Mac, and the developers hope next generation consoles. Okay, so we're keeping the arcade vibes coming with a high-speed tribute to arcade racing classics like Daytona USA, and a stylish platformer that looks like a noir comic book. But first...
World premiere.
Cuts the flesh. The mind will fall.
Stále poznám, ale nikdy som ho nehral.
Save us all. Fulfill what others failed to do. Mornia depends on you.
Tak to máme rád. Jemný, ďakujem, Imgur. Presne, čo to bude ten kokot s nožom. Proste Himmlich Riestab.
Morbid, the seven acolytes.
To vypadá dobre, to tak sa mi ľúbia.
Magratheus bless you, Striver.
Exclusive.
Hot Shot Racing.
Chris Tales is our indie love letter to classic JRPGs. So far, we've shown a small portion of the game's overall content and the ways that you'll be able to learn from the past, act in the present, and rewrite the future, all in real time on one screen. This unique presentation lets you see the impact of your choices instantly, and to get really creative in combat by combining skills and playing with time. Speaking of combat, we just updated our demo on Steam to include
načo dajú peniaze do vývoja takéto hry? Prečo si myslia, že to bude predávané a že zarobia na to?
We're really excited to be bringing Chris Tales both to next-gen consoles and all current consoles later this year.
Jakú majú celovú skupinu? Tam nie je ani celová skupina žiadna, podľa mňa.
Fix computers. My clients pay cash. It's none of your goddamn business what I do with it.
Wait, don't tell me you're with them.
Dej, keď dohráme, dobre? Teda dokúkáme.
Evil corporation, this tech enslavement, that, what's next? Chemtrails? Now it's our time to be heard.
Mohli by spraviť niečo na štýl This War of Mine. To bolo po piči. Som 2 alebo 3 krát prešiel celé ty kokos.
Where the hell did they drop me?
And finally, we're delighted to announce the release date for Neon Abyss, a frantic action platformer which fuses classic visuals to an ingenious roguelike dungeon system. Its publisher, Team 17, has encapsulated the spirit of independent games for over 30 years, with titles including Worms, Overcooked, The Escapist, and a whole lot more.
Frostpunk to poznám, no.
Exclusive.
Rated T for teen.
Valiant Heart som hral na 24 pár hodín a nebavilo ma to nejako. Neon Abyss proste, žec.
Neon Abyss will be launching on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows on July 14th, 2020.
Our next game has been in early access since 2018 with an almost 90% very positive reviews on Steam. Here's an exclusive look at the new Easy Day Academy high school level in skateboarding sim Skater XL.
Exclusive.
Počúvaj, takáto hra, multiplayer, veľké mesto, rampy, skatey, ale mulťak. Alebo aspoň co-op. Na komče, nie na Xbox, dobre?
Hi, my name is Dane. I'm the director at Easy Day Studios and we're working on Skater XL. Today we're showing a first look at the Easy Day high school level. This is a new environment we've been working on for some time and we're excited to show it off today. This level is based on something that's really key to skateboarding, which is the California school environment. This is something that's been in countless skate videos over the years, elementary schools, high schools, very common sort of area, type of terrain for skateboarding. One thing we learned in starting to build environments for Skater XL is that we have a very unique game mechanic, so we had to go back to the drawing board on design. The pieces of the level are combinations of elements that we've designed ourselves, but also real world spots. There's probably about 25 real skate spots. Some that are very recognizable to anyone in skateboarding, from real high schools, real elementary schools. We've got Wallenberg, we've got Clipper, we've got parts of Lockwood Elementary, just a lot of different places. Again, these are historic pieces. If you know skating, you probably know a bunch of these spots. And the interesting thing is, again, based on the game mechanic itself, we've actually massaged and tweaked each of these spots to be not just recognizable, but also really fun and work with the game mechanic as well. The unique thing about Skater XL is it really starts with the controls. The joysticks, the analog sticks on the gamepad, map directly to the feet, so you have independent control of each of the foot, and everything is completely physics-based and generated in the moment. So what this leads to is, kind of a first for skateboarding games in general, is that, the gameplay is not driven by animations, it's driven by the physics. We didn't actually program tricks into the game, we just programmed movement, and with that movement you're able to do all kinds of tricks. So as you build up your skill, you're also building up your ability to articulate and perform those tricks in different ways. The element of style and execution comes into it, and that's really where the satisfaction, the fun of this game comes, that you're really directly in control. Just like real skateboarding, there's such a depth in the ways that you can use that board and how you can develop your skills. It becomes a very personal thing, and in the real world that leads to all these other things that pop up around skateboarding, the culture and the creative side and the community, and that's something very unique to skateboarding you don't see with other things. So, our goal has really been to capture a lot of those elements and bring them into the game as well. The interesting thing is that it's been a decade since the last significant entry into the skateboarding genre, and it hasn't been explored in recent times when we have all these different things available.
Keď tam bude oficiálne multiak, že by to išlo 100% bez problémov, tak by som s chalami zahral isto.
We're seeing really interesting explosion of content, our creative community, and modders and all these different things happening around the core of the game. So it's really exciting to see where this could lead in the future. Skater XL is coming out onto all major platforms July 28th, and that includes Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4,
Zajtra máme možno multiplayer Red Dead Redemption.
Thanks, Dane, and the whole team at Easy Day Studios. Our next game bills itself as synthwave FPS,
which means it looks nice and you shoot things.
It's already been a big hit on Steam, and we're pleased to announce today that it's now coming to Xbox One. This is GTTOD. Get to the orange door.
Exclusive.
We
have arrived.
Ja zároveň toto sme hrali všetci. Neviem prečo sa mi to zdá, že sme to hrali. Ale budem sa tento štýl.
Get to the Orange Door is coming to Xbox One in 2020, and we're pleased to announce that a new demo is available right now. Free to download on Steam.
Okay, Nolan, come on, you're dying here.
What are you talking about? I'm not that bad.
No, I mean you're gonna be dying when you play our next game. A third-person action-adventure, get this, it's set within a coma where you explore your memories while fighting for your life.
Okay, I'm confused. I think I need to see the trailer.
All right, glad you asked.
Exclusive.
A ty sme videli, hej. Zase že grafika z 2010, tak ty musíš brať v tomto, že toto sú jakéby nové vydavateľstva, alebo ak to povedať, niektoré sú dvojčlenné, päťčlenné, vieš, týmy, takže toto sú úplne že low cost hry, ako bola napríklad Hellblade jednotka. A urobili úspech, spravili dobrú hru a odkúpil Microsoft a raz robia dvojku a musíme mať priestor na trhu.
Waking is coming to Xbox and Steam on June 18th,
Treba
2020.
popri robota
Who
a
wants an
popri pičovina.
exclusive premiere? Well, I'm not really asking here. This is actually happening. Our next game is a sequel to the critically acclaimed World War II flying sim Bomber Crew, which boldly goes as close as its licensing team allows into a new era. You get it.
Logo z Hellblade? No tak. Nebola, nie je to AAA, vieš, kompania nejaká. Alebo teda nebola aspoň, kým to nekúpil Microsoft. Risk of Rain mám, hej.
For too long, the Phasmids have been causing trouble in our peaceful little corner of space. But not any longer.
Gina, let's go full Abrams with the flares.
Enlist today to embark on an epic space adventure and do your
part.
Let's get some of those cool wipey things in this part, Gina.
Join us on Athena Station. Experience the rush of spaceflight. Seek out new life. And make new friends along. And make new friends. And make new friends along the way. Live, laugh, and prosper. And may the Fourth join the space crew.
Gina, let's zoom around in 3D and get some explosions going on here. End it with a bang.
Space Crew is published by Curve Digital and will launch on PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch in late 2020.
Hey, Nolan, I got a good question for you. You ready? What is scarier than clowns?
Nothing is scarier than clowns. You know that.
Well, you wouldn't say that if you'd been to Wales. You should probably cover your eyes for this.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
These are not words I wish to write. I fear you may believe me taken with madness. My father seeks to use me. He wishes me to sing for him as she did. To become the star attraction that will draw good folk to this accursed spit of land. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. Your love, always, Elizabeth.
Hello,
Hej, Lámka,
my name
díky.
is Ben Tester, and I'm head of
12 mesácov, bráško.
Right now we're
Brofist.
finishing work on a new title, Made of Scare, and we're really excited to be able to share with you this new and exclusive gameplay footage. Made of Scare is a first-person survival horror game, which features a story inspired by Welsh folklore. It fuses psychological, gothic, and British horror. Set in 1898, Made of Scare is inspired by the haunting Welsh tale of Elizabeth Williams. It's a story of a family empire that's driven by torture, slavery, piracy, and a supernatural mystery that suffocates the grounds of the hotel. In this footage, we wanted to explore the 3D sound-based AI system that is the core survival mechanic. We want to show you what you can do to remain undetected, and if you're caught, what tools are available for you to survive. The enemies at Scare Hotel are completely blind, and they hunt by only what they can hear. So any noise that you make from walking or running, bumping into environmental objects, or even breathing heavily will often result in death. So you can avoid detection by creeping, avoiding the obstacles that make the noise, but if the enemies are close, then holding your breath is the only option. If you mistime this and run out of breath, then even your panting will get you killed. You are not completely defenseless. There'll be a sound-based weapon available with limited ammo that's hidden in and around the
Ta
grounds of the
hlavička v tom
hotel.
poháriču.
You'll have to find health items, collectibles, puzzle pieces, map pieces, and story pickups, all items that you can find and add to your inventory. The game will feature 3 levels of difficulty. The scares remain the same throughout, but a change in AI behavior, enemy strength, limited manual saves, and reduced ammo and health items will put more of an emphasis on that classic survival horror experience. Made of Scare is coming to PC and console, with a digital and physical launch on PS4 and Xbox One this July. You can wishlist the game now on Steam, and pre-purchase will be available in the coming weeks. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Hey, Nolan, you can open your eyes now. Okay, there you go. All right, Made of Scare launches on PS4, Xbox, Switch, and Windows in 2020.
Hey, Em, What's better than looking at one upcoming
Is
game?
this
another one of your dad jokes?
It's looking at a collection of upcoming games in the space of a few minutes.
Okay.
Nie, či bol to najlepší.
Here's an incredible lineup of future hits to get
Som
excited.
vyhral toľko, že neviem. Čiže ja som ho videl. To seká do piče. Resident Evil 8, ten Village, to vypadalo dobre. To vypadalo super. Mafia jednotka, však z toho, čo ukázal, to vypadalo pekne, dosť. To sa mi takomu ľúbi ináč, toto. Right. Príbeh má si bude zmenený, vraj má byť prekopaný aj príbeh. Budeš aj niečo robiť, alebo či len pozerať to, lebo ti platia love. Neplatia mi nič a nebudem nič nehrať dneska zelený. Dobre, pokračujeme ešte, či je koniec. Klasicky mu platí bez Steam skin. Však jak máš rád hry, tak aspoň vidíš, čo vieš, čo tento rok dáme tomu príde, alebo ďalší. Možno niečo zaujímavé, budeš sa tešiť. Arc Age, máme niečo nové? Arcade bol popič ináč.
You can find out more information about all those titles by heading to gamesradar.com. Our next game appeared in our sister event, the PC Gaming Show, just a few hours ago, and we're delighted to have John Pearl join us now for an exclusive look at Remnant From the Ashes DLC, Subject 2923.
Exclusive.
Hej, ten obrázok, čo mám toto pozadie, pohyblivé, tak musíš mať na Steame.
Hello, I'm John Pearl, the design director at Gunfire Games. Right now, the team is hard at work on Subject 2923, the final DLC for Remnant From the Ashes. This DLC is much larger and more expansive than any of the previous content we've
released. A tam je potom
released.
knižnica a musí si tam vyhľadať, že Last of Us.
This DLC will introduce a brand new campaign that takes place a year after the events of the base campaign of Remnant. This campaign focuses on the origin of the Dreamer project and how it connects to the Roots invasion on Earth. With the footage we're showing, we're giving y'all a sneak peek at the icy and unforgiving heights of the new explorable world of Resum. The inhabitants of the world are an entirely new faction of enemies, the Uriki, which are a race of menacing humanoid rats. In combat, you'll find they are as resourceful as they are deadly.
Ale takhle hra bola dobrá.
This DLC has a lot of additional content. With the addition of the new campaign comes all new quests, bosses, weapons, trinkets, armor sets, and more. Additionally, recently
Teraz tam je dobre spravené, že tam ono viac pridali toho, jak môžeš robiť sety a buildy. Teraz to je také, že môžeš toho fakt veľa vymysleť. Last of Us 2 budeme hrať 100%.
Subject 2923 DLC is coming to PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 on August 20th. And we can't wait for everyone to play it. Thank you so much for tuning in to find out what's next for Remnant from the Ashes. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the future game show.
Hej, Vik, dneska nehráme.
All right, so Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923, will launch on Xbox One, PS4, and Windows PC. And now for something completely different.
Budeme. Ten Hellblade.
Exclusive.
Everybody loves playing board games now they're finally cool. But they're not so easy to play when you can't meet up with your friends or loved ones. Don't fret, my old chums. Here at Thunderbox HQ, we've been working tirelessly to create state-of-the-art AI, amazing computer graphics, a bitching synth soundtrack, and our laser-powered but totally harmless board game zapping digitizer. Also, we can bring you the retro sci-fi survival strategy we like to call The Captain is Dead. Let me just load it up for you.
Oh my god, there are aliens all over the ship. Come on, open up. Wow, this looks kind of dangerous. Good!
Strašne. Ale ešte 15 minút by mali niečo ukazovať, tak som zvedavý, čo tam dajú. Hľadám, tam bude niečo dobré. Ďalšia 2D pixelovka exkluzív, čo ti jebe. To mi príde, že to sú jak tie hry, že sme hrávali tie žlté kazety, čo si obchal do tej hry a hral sa na telke. Ale to vlastne piči, to boli jeby. Tam boli jeby. To akože nie je, že pičovina, tam boli proste jeby. Čo hra to bola jeba? Ninja korytnačky, ty kokot. A neviem, aké sračky. A bola tam taká hra? Bola tam taká hra, si pamätám, kde si mal na výber dvoch panáčikov, tučného a suchého. Začínal si na pláži s ostrovčekom a nech sa potom dostal až do vesmíru. A neviem, čo to bolo, a mohli si to hrať až dvaja.
But let's start with a title called Main Assembly.
Som mohol volať, ty kokot.
Hello inventors, and welcome to Main Assembly, a game that gives you the freedom to create anything.
Irl and Jam, ukáž.
Huge open sandboxes to explore, your creations will be pushed to the breaking point. Jam-packed with loads of challenges and parts to unlock, pushing your inventions to the limit. Revolutionary freeform crafting lets you construct anything with ease and precision. Once you've perfected your design, why not take it for a test flight? Happy with how your robot looks?
Neviem, či myslím toto. A možno, hej. Išli nemáš do vesmíru potom? A mohli si to hrať dvaja, alebo nie? To je asi ono. To bola jeba. No jasné, to je ono. Táto chobotnica jebnutá. A neviem, čo bolo ono. Myslím, že sme toho, čo som myslel, hrali dvaja. A niečo podobné. Čo si bol Ninja korytnačky, Power Rangers. Takého Batmana si pamätám, že? Pamätám si takého Batmana. Batman a Robin, pohľad z boku. A iba si utekal. A vieš, ako bojoval si tam a pičoviny. To bola strašná jeba. Kontra bola po pičovine. Keď bol Little večer, nemám tu žaká vôbec.
Blanco's Block Party is a game about vinyl toys coming to life, but it's actually more than just a game. It's a place for gamers and content creators and collectors to come together and to build and to own and to set the rules for the worlds that they want to play in. So here we can see one of our Blancos running around the junction. The junction in Blancos is a really cool place that is just the beginning.
Si pamätám, a to som robil tak, že som si ho obrnil normálne tým, že sa nedalo zničiť.
You go there as a solo player, it's going to be full of other players doing their thing.
Prečo day of stream? Lebo dneska nehrám nič. Som prišiel len pozrieť toho hry, čo predstavujú, vieš.
In the junction, you're gonna level up the Blancos, you're gonna be able to train them to do different things. So each Blanco that you own, not only do you get to train it to be the type of Blanco you want it to be. So you could make it super fast and jumpy, you could make it super tough for some of the shooter games, you could make it super powerful for some of the race games. You're also going to be able to get these really cool rewards from the quests. Some of those things might be things that you can attach to your Blanco that just look cool.
A vlastne dostali sme 50 000 subs z blázna, dokopy 60.
Junction is just the beginning.
Yeah.
It's going to grow and get bigger and bigger over time. Now what we're seeing is some of the UGC content. So everything here, people just built using the UGC editor. We wanted it to be super easy for players to build and create these levels. Key to it is everything can be done with the game controller. In Blanco's Block Party, you're going to be getting new content seasonally. And what that means is we're going to be delivering you some really cool stuff that is only available for that season. So if you go and buy a Blanco in season 1, that won't be available in season 2. So if you manage to snag one of the cool ones, you're going to be one of the few that gets to keep that for as long as you want. Same applies to any of the dares and the quests.
Však už robím všetko, už som aj našiel peklo, aj všetko viem už spraviť v tej hre.
Those things only is available in that season. Ownership is a key part of the experience. So our proprietary technology platform provides true ownership of what players buy and create through verifiable assets. It allows us to legitimize the type of grey markets that pop up around so many games, and it gives players the power to dictate the value of those assets. And the key thing is you as a player own it, and we're going to make it really easy for you to do what you want with that. Players can create the world that they want in Blancos. We've just provided really easy tools so that you can build whatever world you want to build and set the rules for that world. The limit really is kind of your imagination. Blanco's Block Party is coming to PC later this year, and we will be announcing more news around additional platforms and our beta soon. If you want to know more about it, head over, reserve your account at blancos.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter at PlayBlancos and Instagram at PlayBlancos. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Exclusive.
Opäť sa už zajtra nedohráš Minecraft, však to je takmer jasné do piče. To je takmer jasné. A v piatok je Last of Us, yeah. Strašne teším. Sledujete v tý update? Akože tam pokračuje ten príbeh, či jaký update tam je?
Hi, my name is Lucas. I'm a producer here at Donkey Crew working on Last Oasis, and today I would like to show you our new map. Last Oasis is a nomadic survival MMO, combining innovative features that allow players to traverse the world on complex wooden machines, engage in epic battles both against the fauna and against each other, leave a mark on the player-driven economy, and do many more exciting things in this unique world. What we're showing here today is the next big addition to the game, a volcanic oasis. This upcoming type of a map consists of all new areas to explore, from cold and barren fields stretching all the way to the horizon, to hardened volcanic rock formations that creates natural passages and scorching hot lava lakes, obliterating anything that gets near. As you travel through these vast virgin terrains, you'll get a chance to discover efficient ways to mine obsidian and find rare loot in mysterious man-made stone ruins, and even hunt legendary killings, these giant winged lizards inhabiting mountains in hot climates. Harsh conditions of the volcanic lands make it very difficult for nomads to survive if they decide to settle on this hot soil. Greenery and sources of water are hard to come by, and hostile flying monsters don't make it any easier to explore because they're attracted to walker wings, making it essential for anyone who decides to venture towards these new territories to prepare in advance. Smart traders will likely take advantage of the resource scarcity to try to make some flots on desperate nomads missing some wood or water, while explorers will be risking their lives to gather rare resources that appear in high quantities in these dangerous conditions. We are working tirelessly to bring in more content and improvements for the game, so make sure to try Last Oasis out now on Steam. See you next time.
To je jen Spider toto, že? To sme mali správneho tiež.
Next up, the Future Games Show talks to industry experts about how next-gen consoles and PC technology are changing the way we play. We hope you enjoy our special investigation into the future of gaming. And for the record, we called it that first.
Nice. Kino. Hitman. První prihľadí na Last Oasis, lebo Reddy a Grinch povedal, že ich to nebaví a neviem sám behať. Mňa to bavilo s kámošmi hrať, vieš.
A new generation of gaming is upon us, with home consoles such as Sony's PlayStation 5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X set to release in late 2020. Developers are preparing to change the way we play forever. We see companies like Google Stadia continuing to push the boundaries of cloud gaming technology, while studios like Epic Games are beginning to show us what a new generation of engines will be capable of delivering. The Future Game Show has caught up with some of the world's leading developers in fields including graphics, audio, storytelling and machine learning to discover how the next generation of hardware will push video games in a way that we have never experienced before.
The way that I see game worlds changing in the next
generation
is with a bigger focus on player
20
interaction and making the worlds feel truly alive. We can already make game worlds that are almost too big for the amount of content that we put in them. So, of course, graphics will take a huge leap forward, but it's the complexity, diversity, and the freedom to play around the game that I think will be the biggest.
The new technology that really excites me is using machine learning, both to make the game feel a lot more responsive and meaningful to the player, and to augment my abilities as a game developer. The way that I see video games evolving in the next generation is with richer game interactivity. We've seen graphics fidelity just explode over the last 20 years. Games can look so good this crazy, but the sorts of things you can do in video games have not really caught up. What I'm super interested in is solving problems that help game worlds and the characters in them play and feel as alive as they can.
Čo bolo ľahšie prejsť? Sekiro alebo Dark Souls 3? Sekiro.
Should allow a game to really acknowledge the emergent creative things you can do as a player, and to help game developers create richer, more soulful game worlds. I'm really excited about using technologies like semantic ML to help game characters feel more responsive and alive, to get the game to
Jak má tento rok, alebo čo bude mať teraz ďalej Xbox exkluzivity nejaké? Lebo furt hľadám dôvod, prečo kúpiť Xbox, vieš?
One way that game worlds might feel more alive in the future is by replacing scripted interactions with organic conversations. This live demo from Russian AI project LiveMind literally puts words into Geralt's mouth and could be a sign of things to come.
Do you remember Beglewood Derby?
Yes, I won a great saddle for racing that.
Of course, it isn't just game worlds that will evolve in the next generation, but the types of stories being told within them too. Narrative is such an important component to the games we play, furthering our connection with virtual spaces and the characters that inhabit them. It makes sense then that this is one area developers are eager to evolve.
I wrote my first game for a computer with 1K on cassette. Obviously, 40 years later, so much has changed. But in some ways, we're still pursuing the same goal.
The biggest benefit of games as a storytelling medium is the interaction, but often we still tell the stories at the players instead of truly letting them be a part of it.
The future of interactive storytelling should be about how we can make the experience as frictionless as possible.
Really making the player feel like they are actually part of the story. Tailored experiences.
Double bike.
Not only by themselves, but also with friends at home or online.
I'm also hoping to see storytelling explore more collaborative efforts.
telling stories to larger groups of players at once, without telling each of them that only they are the chosen
Viděl
one.
jsem, že Origins
When we
jaká
start
postava
thinking
tam
to
byla.
ourselves,
Hlavná
is
postava?
traversal what should be at the heart of every storytelling experience in AAA? You know, can we make it more about the internal conflicts rather than those external conflicts of running, jumping, and shooting?
Movies never have to cut away to load the next scene or more assets. If there's a cut to black, it's only because the director wanted that cut in that exact moment. And storytelling goes well beyond just the words being said. It's the audio, and the camera shot, and effects, and the location. Now with characters and the world looking more real than ever, less downtime due to loading, and more feedback from our controllers, we'll hopefully see larger or more immersive scenes that won't need to let up just because the hardware requires it.
A new generation of hardware means we are about to encounter a new frontier for graphical fidelity and visual effects. That's a given. But what about game audio? Sony and Microsoft are putting more emphasis than ever before on audio, and in the way that sound can draw us in game worlds like never before, could our sense of immersion in virtual spaces be about to change entirely?
The next generation will definitely be recorded and expressed in a much bigger sense. We're already starting to see hints of it already. Technologies such as ambisonics and ambisonics are being rediscovered, and people are starting to think in different ways of how we could even push the boundaries even further.
So one of the things that's so exciting about the next gen audio is that it's promising just a whole new level of immersion. Obviously the PS5 3D audio is kind of the most outspoken example of this. And so with that new immersion, hopefully it's going to come a whole new level of engagement.
This is something that's very special about sound and music, is that it really gets to, you know, it accesses the core of who we are, and the fact that we have 3D audio will enhance that in a much grander sense.
Of course, some of the biggest changes to play you won't be able to see. From smaller teams being given the tools to more easily achieve their creative ambitions, the expansion of services such as cross-platform play and cloud gaming, to a huge reduction in load times and install sizes. Here's just some of the reasons developers are excited about the changes on the near horizon.
Playing games of the next generation should feel more social than ever, with all the online services bound to get a refresh. I definitely feel like the next generation will have more opportunities to play together.
I think the future of mobile gaming is really about two things. The first is about
nabehol som do tej Dark Zóny, ty kokot. A tam tá snežná búrka v noci, že si nevidel ani kokot. To bola taká jeba, ty kokos. To bola taká bomba.
It will be strange in the future if you find someone that's actually playing a game purely solo and never plays any game with other people.
Crossplay is becoming more widely accepted and implemented, and that means you shouldn't have to coordinate what SKU you're getting with your friends, what version they're getting, what platform they're on. You should be able to seamlessly play together, which is amazing.
Almost zero load times, cross-platform ownerships of games, cross-platform cloud saves, and just overall focus on the player's experience rather than the platform themselves.
The next generation of hardware should allow smaller teams to create products of a higher graphical fidelity.
Is the developers will have this extraordinary
opportunity to create really rich,
worlds at very, very high resolution.
Keby tá Dark Zona bola možno všade a nefungovali by tam vôbec tie, že by to fungovalo v Tarkov, dajme tomu na 13 4 by si šiel do piče. Že tak by fungovala Dark Zona v Divisione, to by bola strašná jeba. PVčko ináč kľudne nech funguje, ale keby šiel do Dark Zony, aby sa ti proste vypli všetky tie veci, čo máš na sebe, ty kokos, všetky tie ability a píčoviny a hľad si to proste ako hardcore, ty kokos. To je strašná jeba.
All right, our next game is introduced by a gaming legend.
Thanks, Emily. You know, guys,
No, seriously, Nolan? Oh my God. Okay, no, I refer, of course, to Brian Fargo. He's the original producer of Fallout. He's here to tell you about the action RPG Wastelands 3. Let's take a look.
A to vypadá dobre. Môžete na stream na piču. Aspoň na náš stream. Zaujímavé, bolo tam pár zaujímavých hier. A nie veľa.
Hello everybody, I'm Brian Fargo. I was the executive producer on the original Fallout and Wasteland series. And I'm here to tell you today that finally Wasteland 3 is coming August 28th for the Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4.
To vypadá cool, že tak ste nevideli.
Who would do this?
Who would murder families and children?
No by asi nic 100%.
Let's find the monsters who did this.
Drop your guns so she doesn't die. Got it?
Jak sa volá tá hra, ktorá mala byť ako, počkaj, ja si to pamätám, som to kúpil za 60 € a hral som to 1 minútu. Tá hra proste ju pustíš, začínate pri tom ohni a normálne 3 hodiny iba textu čítaš. Kurva, jak sa to volalo, ty kokot. Niečo ako...
Wastelands 3 is coming to Xbox One, PS4,
Toto si
Windows,
nenájdem.
Mac, and Linux on August 19th.
Nie, niečo ako Neverwinter Night, alebo niečo ako... Do piče, jak to kurva mohlo... Pillars of Eternity, to je ono, ty kokot. Pillars of Eternity.
My dying is like a
A
4.
pritom je to strašná jeba, len strašne moc textu dáme.
Then our next game needs a new scoring system. Check out this new gameplay from survival horror Remothered, Broken Porcelain.
Viem, že tam je jačičina, viem, no.
Exclusive.
Rated M for mature.
Ja viem, že určite ani to len nastavím to na piču, vieš.
Miss Reed. Come in.
Good evening, Mr. Ashman.
Baldur's Gate, no.
Do you remember me?
Only between old friends.
I'm Jennifer, by the way. Lindsay? But call me Lynn.
At last. It's just a bad dream.
Where are you? Show yourself!
What's the act?
What have you done to her?
You won't do it, Mr. Ashman.
Of course I will.
Nebola nejaká iná, prvá časť alebo niečo iné, čet? Mne sa zdá, že to poznám skôr tú hru.
Remothered Broken Porcelain comes to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Windows in late 2020.
Next up, we have a world-exclusive
Late
teaser for a new
2020.
title from Different Tales. No spoilers here, but if there's a full moon tonight, we all should stay inside.
Hej, dám som vyjebal 70 € a nehral len do 5 hodín.
World premiere.
Dneska nehráme, chlani.
Oh man, we can't wait to see more from this team in the coming months.
So the Future Games Show has taken a closer look at the games of tomorrow, but big changes are happening to the way we play right now. Features such as cross-progression and cross-play allow us to...
Cross-play? It sounds like you that time you tried to play Crash Bandicoot.
As I was saying, new features like crossplay let PS4 owners connect with Xbox, Switch, and PC owners in their favorite shooters. And we caught up with developers High Res about how these features work in their current and upcoming games.
Teraz by to mala končiť, do pár minút.
Crossplay lets you play games with your friends, regardless of which platform they own, and it's grown in popularity thanks to titles such as Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone. Developers Hi-Rez Studios are trailblazers in this field, but the industry as a whole has been slower to embrace the potential of crossplay. We caught up with Hi-Rez to ask why, and to discover the importance of crossplay as we head into the next generation.
To overcome the challenges of making crossplay work, you need to change people's mindsets. There's a fear that platforms will lose revenues and lose players to competing platforms if they open the doors to crossplay and progression. In the future, I think you'll start to see consoles and other platforms embrace a truly play-anywhere experience.
It will become increasingly less important what hardware you're using to access the game and much more about like connectivity and communication.
There'll still be exclusives, but the true crossover hits won't be constrained to one platform.
Crossplay and cross-progression also challenges game developers to think more globally and holistically about audiences. That you should be able to play from anywhere, doing anything, and kind of have that that follow you around as you go from console or platform to platform.
If they choose Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or PC for the next generation, it doesn't matter. The game they love and the purchases they made will come with them.
Players expect the same experience across all of their platforms, and so to be able to actually pull that off takes a reasonably high level of sophistication. And you also want to ensure that kind of competition across all these platforms is fair regardless of who they're up against. Now that a console game is a PC game, is a mobile game, for many games, things like cultural relativism, localization, global community management are a bigger and bigger role in gaming. So I think the long answer short, that's one of the kind of maybe hidden benefits of crossplay, is it stimulates diversity and kind of a global approach to how you think about gaming.
To deliver next-gen crossplay and progression like this, it takes commitment from the start. Hi-Rez Studios currently publishes 3 crossplay and cross-progression titles, with a 4th coming this summer. We keep learning new lessons, but the single biggest is, it's much easier to build a play-anywhere title from the start than it is to shoehorn it later in a project.
More players accessing the same game rather than fragmenting across all of these platforms also means that your ability to make matches and the quality of those matches starts to increase. Overall, we're looking to drive the most fair and fun game experience possible, and we think that crossplay and cross-progression are some of the most important pillars to get there.
Ja sam Metal Gear Solid ne hrál Phantom Pain. Jak je to?
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott Lucier, aka Scott Gandhi, and I'm the lead designer at First Watch Games. Currently, we're finishing work on Rogue Company, and we're really excited to be able to share this update with you today. Rogue Company is a third-person shooter that features a unique blend between action-paced gameplay and objective-based game modes. In Rogue Company, you play as a rogue, which are a group of elite mercenaries that operate outside of the wall, and they drop in exotic locations all over the world. Rogue Company is going to be free to play, and it'll feature cross-play and cross-progression across all platforms. Since day one of our cornerstones was making sure that you were able to play the game you want, on the platform you want, with the friends that you want. At the end of the day, Rogue Company can be summarized in one word: inclusive.
Ale nevieš, možno to bude sa dobre hrať, vieš, možno to budeš dobre akoby cítiť v nízkej klávesnici.
Crossplay and cross-progression features, polishing weapons, rogues, and maps. The majority of my time is spent refining the core combat experience in Rogue Company, while also making sure that our maps and modes are providing exciting and unique gameplay.
Ja som to trošku ináč povedal tú vetu, že vypadá to ako sračka. Vypadá to, že to má 22 FPS, je to absolútne neprehľadné, ty kokot. Ale povedal som, že možno to bude cítiť ako dobre v rukách, že ten movement, že bude dobrý, alebo niečo bude ťa to baviť.
Rogue Company is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch later this summer. We can't wait for you to play our labor of love. To sign up for the alpha, head on over to roguecompany.com. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Big thanks to the teams at Hi-Rez for that look into the future of crossplay and info about their upcoming titles.
Now we all know the next generation consoles are getting closer, so here's an exclusive look at what's to come in Square Enix's third-person shooter, Outriders.
Exclusive.
Nerozumiem ľuďom, čo zahrajú hry.
Next time on the Outriders broadcast, we'll be
A
taking a
nerozumiem
look
ľuďom,
at
čo
the
zahrajú hry.
journey into the unknown, plus the characters joining your adventure as you battle through a hostile world. We'll also be showcasing a brand new area and delving deeper into our next class, the Pyromancer. Coming next month.
We can't wait to hear more about Outriders in the lead up to release sometime in holiday 2020.
We're heading 150 years into the future next, where humanity is struggling to survive and human brains are being transferred into robot bodies. Here's more on Disintegration.
Not one step further. See what we've got. 5 integrated outlaws.
Sir, have you got weapons?
Jakie udali dubbing? Po
Maybe
piči.
you could give us a chance to rest.
We may have more of interest to you than guns.
Hi there, my name's Marcus Leto. I'm the president and creative director at V1 Interactive, and we are currently working on our brand new debut game called Disintegration, and we are super excited to finally be getting ready for it to launch soon.
Wow, look at you. Yeah, I guess you took the hard road.
With Disintegration, we set out to build something truly unique. It blends some great parts of a first-person shooter
to
with
bude
a
Mech
real-time
Warriors s
tactical
čím, ty
elements
kokot.
in a way that's never
Na Steam
been
bola
done
taká
before,
free-to-play hra,
and in
takáto
a way that required us to
strieľačka.
invent all new gameplay
Jak
mechanics
MMOčka,
in order for
strieľačka,
it
jak
to
to
work.
volalo, kurva.
Core B dropped.
The story of Disintegration is something that's set about 150 years from now in the
Jednotka aj
future,
dvojka
where
bola,
humanity
sme hrali
is really
chvíľočku.
struggling to survive.
Titanfall nie je
And one
inakšie.
means of survival is taking the
Nie,
human
Halko,
brain
nie,
and actually
nie.
implanting it within an armored shell and attaching that to a robotic armature, allowing them to survive through this period of time. Once
Ani
in these
Tribes.
robotic armatures, humans now
to
find
play.
themselves in a world where they are super
Hrali sme
strong,
dvojku.
they're super durable,
A bolo to
some of them
PvP
don't
hra,
want to
neviem
return
koľko na
back to
koľko tých kokos
humanity
na takých
again.
veľkých
And
mapách.
so a new army
Planet
is
Side,
developed
hej, Bingo
called the
Base, to je
Rayon.
ono.
In this world,
Planet
we
Side som
play
myslel.
some of those early integrated who are
Tak toto je
fighting
Planet
back
Side,
and who don't want to
Planet
follow along
Side,
with
jak sa
the
volá
Rayon.
Planet?
I've seen what you
Planet
call.
Side, skombinované
Not interested.
z Mech Warriors. Something unique.
In Disintegration's multiplayer, we allow the players to team up 5v5 against one another, each with their own crew in this incredible battle against one another. Each one of those matches takes place in a different type of game mode, so there's a great
Prehovorím po
variety of
streame,
things to
vieš,
hop
už budem
into.
vypnúť. A poviem telke, naladím si UFC
In order
a
for the player
gameku ať
to really have success,
pozriem si
playing
aké zápasíky.
Disintegration, they need to consider both parts of the equation. On one hand is your grab cycle and your weapons and abilities that you use fluidly in combat. That's just one part of the
No,
equation.
Scott, ten by som si zahral.
On the other hand is your ground squad, each with their unique abilities that you can fire off tactically in gameplay. It's important that the player understands that both of these things work in tandem together
CBD?
and
Tá,
that they are
CBDčka sú
part of
super.
a whole. They are
Strašne to je underrated u nás a vlastne u vás je to ešte pôjde, ale u nás je to zakázané, vieš, takže my sme jebli ako
So
má taký potenciál CBD, aj THC, strašný, v liečbách, pre telo a pre všetko.
And Steam for the PC. We're excited to be on all 3 platforms simultaneously, and we are eagerly waiting for the community to hop in.
Prečo
and start
zruším? No
playing
skôr
with us.
netuším.
I'm sorry. Were you two having a moment? I can leave y'all be.
What? The grav cycle? I'm a pilot.
Uh-huh.
It's called a pre-flight inspection.
No judgments here, huh?
Ale aj to, čo sme tam hrali za to Monstrum versus tí Huntry, aj to bolo dosť dobré.
Disintegration is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC June 16th.
Evolve bolo super, ty kokos.
As we explore what might
Ten sa
have
mi strašne
happened, the
ľúbil.
Second World War didn't end in 1945.
Ale že všetky tieto hry, ktoré boli, že si hral jedna versus, dáme tomu, vieš, takéto proti 5, jak Evolve a teraz nedávno niečo vyšlo. Friday, piatok 13. A jediné, čo prežilo, je vlastne Dead by Daylight. A to podľa mňa furt rastie tá hra. Furt tam niečo pridávajú. Tak.
In Paradise Lost, the Second World War doesn't end in 1945.
Bijan bol super, tiež sa mi strašne ľúbil. Teda má tam nerátaj, že...
The Nazi regime is on its knees, and Soviet troops are closing in.
Hitler.
Without warning, the Nazis unleash the full might of their nuclear arsenal on their homeland and Eastern Europe.
Tam neráta, že budeš úplne nejako, že regeneráciu cítiť úplne nejako extrémne. To by si neviem musel dlho dávať nejaké dávky. Oba som dával celkom vysoké dávky, ale hlavne tam bol strašne popičný spánok z toho uvoľnení si bolo úplne. A hlavne to má strašne pozitívny vplyv na cukor v krvi a takéto pičoviny, vieš? Čo vlastne nemusíš necítiť rozdiel z toho.
Is among the most secretive endeavors of the Third Reich. Its goal has been to construct a network of hidden, self-sustainable, heavily fortified underground bunkers meant to shelter an Aryan master race society until it can emerge and rule the post-nuclear landscape. But not everything goes according to plan. For reasons unknown, one of the bunkers, located just outside Kraków, Poland, goes dark. Now, as you discover the past, you can shape the present. It's been 20 years since the explosion that set our story in motion. You play as Szymon, a 12-year-old Polish boy driven by personal tragedy to seek out the bunker on the edge of Kraków. At first, the place seems completely desolate. What brought Szymon to the bunker? What answers is he seeking? You'll have to uncover the truth yourself. So, do you dare discover the last story on Earth?
Toto by ma pobrali popiči. Na to CBDčko hlavne je určite olej, kvapky ako, už to nefajčí, to je nezmysel, spaleniny nesmá dávať. Takže určite účinnejšie a zdravšie ako olej v sebe. A keď už chceš niečo takéto žrať, tak najlepšie sú Fenixové slzy. Najsilnejšie, najlepšie. Dám všetky tieto veci. Hail numero 1 je 27 sa to rísa v Diges. Len to je také, že to si dá si toho rozjebaný ako kot.
Whether you choose agent or choose hacker. It takes two.
Budeme ešte niečo, či už nie. Nový trailer na ten DBD sa neho si koukal, aj to sme videli.
It takes two to stay alive.
Ale Barney to nejak príjebano dávkoval, lebo on mal dávku, si predstav, myslím, že na mesiac alebo na 3 mesiace a blagostný mal. A jemu to vydržalo rok, ty kokot. Chápeš? On proste to úplne napíše dávkoval.
Our next game is so secret, we don't even know its name at the time of this recording. So I'm just gonna put myself out there and make one up. I'm guessing it's called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Nemohol ráno, lebo si chodil do školy? Čo si sa bál?
Name is that? It is not called The Kingdom of Gusty Willows.
Here's the developers of The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Ja som mal
their show-stopping new PS5 project, The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
Can I make it extremely clear? This is not called The Kingdom of the Gusty Willows.
What's the big deal? It's a good title.
Exclusive.
Že raz som ho skúsil, keď som išiel autom, som chcel nejak na kolotoči, čo ti jebe. To ja by som na to nevydržal šoferovať vôbec, mňa to odjebal ako kota.
The name isn't Kingdom of the Gusty Willows. It's actually called Cana Bridge of Spirits. Hi, I'm Mike Greer. I'm the Chief Creative Officer.
To už ukazovali. To už asi konečne, nie?
I'm Josh Greer, Mike's brother. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at the studio.
You may have seen our game, Kena Bridge of Spirits, at the Sony PlayStation 5 event. And today, we're really excited to share a little bit more about the project with you.
A little bit more.
So, what's this game all about?
Well, Kena Bridge of Spirits is a story-driven action-adventure game that combines
Prečkolou
fast-paced
fí na
combat,
tebe jebe, tu som
exploration,
uberel.
and a
Som v
really
Holandsku
fun,
a ešte som tu nemal nič, čo tu je
where
legálne.
players are going around collecting
Čo tu je legálne, aha.
called the Rot.
Tebe jebe.
So you play as Kena.
Ja si ranými streamami, potrebujem fixnúť režim. Nechcem ranné streamy teraz.
There are many trapped lingering spirits.
No večer ma baví viac hrať o mnoho, nikto ma neotravuje tak a rád sa vyspím ráno. A vyrieším 7 vecí, ktoré chcem riešiť, vieš, čo ma bavia, takže mám piči momentálne.
Well, the main focus of the game actually
Buď spravím tak, že robím ranný stream do večera, večer tu nebudem, alebo tu budem večer a nebudem tu ráno, proste nechcem teraz robiť na stream, neviem na to. Načo?
And to really help these spirits, you
Viac vecí ma baví v živote.
what happened to them in their past life.
Prejebal si 120 € na oktagone, cítim sa extrémne na piču, ale kokot fakt.
Facing combat challenges, solving puzzles, but ultimately it all relies on building and growing your team.
Yeah, the Rot are key to like sort of every aspect of gameplay. They can be used in combat, to augment abilities, they can be used to manipulate
Cíti odsledovanie linku, presne tak. Mám svojich psíkov, Elvu a Jugla, musia chodiť na prechádzky a nemôžu ísť spolu, lebo Google musí spomalí, ale musí bežať, takže sa musím bežať, takže mám, ja iba s Googlom a s Elou von a iba to mi zjebe skoro 3 hodiny za deň. Iba prechádzka s obsahom. Fitko 2 hodiny, jedlo, odšťavovanie, ísť niekam na kávu sadnúť alebo za niekým pokecať. Nemám kedy do piče.
The player is going to be, exposed to some darker themes in the storytelling.
We're targeting a holiday 2020
No predsa pre nás?
and it'll be
Jakže na čo? No
PlayStation
však
5,
musí stačiť tých
PlayStation 4,
200-250 mesiac, musí stačiť.
We're really excited for everyone to get their hands on the game.
Sorryka, zatím na 13 bodov. Prečo videl som druhú sériu iba prvý diel? Sex? Jebe ti. Sex je pre chudobných, chlapci. My bohatí pijeme a fetujeme.
Well, I think
Teda, že by
that's
si robil
it. Thanks so
12,
much for
ja som
watching
robil
the
veľká
Future
možko aj
Games
15,
Show,
aj
and look
16,
out for more
aj
great
24.
next-gen coverage on GamesRadar.com throughout this week
Ja
and
som
beyond.
robil
And
bráškovec.
don't forget to check out our sister shows from the Guerrilla Collective over the next few days right here on Twitch.
Wait, come on.
Right
Come
here on
Nolan.
Twitch.
It wouldn't be a game show without that, we got one more thing. Can we do the one more thing moment?
You are so
A 48?
right.
Á, to som
Wait,
nerobil.
are we in this one?
30 čosi som robil
Oh
najviac.
well. But hey,
30 čosi, 4 hodiny spánku a potom ďalšie 24. A odtiaľ som potom ušiel. Odtiaľ som potom ušiel, ani som to nenechal zaplatiť sa mi zdá.
World premiere.
3 years ago, Serial Cleaner took you back to 1970s America in a single-player stealth action crime story where you played as a professional crime scene cleaner, getting rid of bodies and the incriminating evidence, all while avoiding
šéfko. To si nechali nakoniec?
Now, with over 1 million owners and releases on all
Takže
major
to bombičku?
platforms, we're going to the 90s.
Čo prázdnič? Čiže mali by ste si pozrieť náš film? Idem zistiť, jak sa to volá. Dobre, tu ja si konečne s týmto.